say Hongi punchi saukhat khotang hanjil si Jati bizati khai den corona lanjang thengre se Corona lanjang thengre se Ai khoi dekhin ka place corona ding si Punchi saukhat mai kai da hanna pang se Punchi saukhat
First, the top news headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meet on COVID situation. Vaccination amid panic over new variant. PLA aid among 4 arrested over recovery of IED along Assam-Manipur border. Assam Rifles recovers areca nuts worth rupees 24.96 lakh in Mizoram. And junior doctors withdraw OPD services at Assam Medical College and Hospital. Hello, good evening and welcome. This is ELITETV with the Primetime English News Bulletin. And I'm your host, HEMABATI. Before giving you the news, we request you to follow the SOP given by the government. Wear face masks when out in public, wash hands regularly and maintain a minimum of 6 feet between one person and another. ELITETV requests you to get vaccinated in time to protect ourselves from this virus and play our part in the fight against COVID-19. Now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired a high-level meeting on the prevailing COVID-19 situation and vaccinations at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, 27 November. Top government officials, including Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba, Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister P.K. Mishra, Union Health Secretary Rajesh Bhushan, and Niti Aayog Member Health Dr. V.K. Paul were in attendance at the virtual meeting. The meeting comes a day after the World Health Organization named the newly detected B11529 COVID-19 variant first reported in South Africa, Omicron, and categorized it as a variant of concern. Police have arrested 4 persons, including a woman, in connection with the recovery of an improvised explosive device, IED, in the Lakhipur area in South Assam's Kasar district, close to the Manipur border. The IED was recovered by Kasar district police on November 23 at Jujam, near the Lakhipur area in Kasar district. Kasar District SP Ramandeep Kaur said that 4 persons, including a woman who worked as a source for the Manipur-based insurgent group People's Liberation Army, PLA, were arrested by police in connection with the detection of the IED. Of the 4 arrested persons include a 39-year-old woman who is a resident of Joypur in Lakhipur area, and she is a source of the PLA, SP Kaur said. The arrested woman has been identified as Rakibul Nesa. She further said that preliminary investigation suggested that the IED was planted in the area to target Manipur officials. They have registered a case in connection with the detection of an IED, and during investigation, they have arrested 4 persons, including a woman, so far, Kaur said. Governor of Manipur La Ganeshan stated only patriotism will bring change and development in the country. He made a statement at an event held at Centenary Hall of Manipur University, and the governor interacted with Imphal East and West level district level officers and other eminent personalities. The main guests at the event were Dhyan Chand awardee L. Anita, Arjuna awardee L. Sarita, Manipur University Vice Chancellor N. Lokendra, President of Kanglamai Y. Larik Lema, along with many other distinguished guests. He appreciated the state's administration department for the way they handled the COVID-19 pandemic. Also, he appealed to the public for mass vaccination and urged all individuals from different field and background to contribute selflessly for the betterment of the society.
So they wanted the governor should help. Money? Ask the state government to do something for this, to construct a compound wall. Then of course the DC also was with me at that time. I said, you want common wall, but you don't want fencing our border. Ye kya hai? You want to save your place, but you don't want to save the country. Fencing is nothing. I will tell you, fencing is in a way just to demarcate your area compared to other area. In the border area I went there, they said, no, we are not allowed fencing. Some people. Do you have a house here? Yes. In the border area? Yes. Do you have a door to enter? Yes. What do you do? The night I will lock it. Why? Why you put a door in your house? After all, your neighbor is your brother. You can keep it open. Because you are fencing a place to other place, not that they are inimical, not that we are not allowing them to enter this side. In a proper way they can come. Can you allow some doctor, Tom, Dick and Harry to enter your house at any time? You will not allow it. You want to save your house.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Commissioner of Imphal East and West praised the state government for the various schemes undertaken by the government, which has benefited the public immensely. Vice President of EMSU Laishram Athoba announced that they have been organizing Ningol Chakoba Festival for the past continuous days, mainly to spread the message of love and peace to all sisters and women of the state. The ongoing festival was organized at the office of EMSU at DM College. He added the organization has been taking part actively in every issue or matters concerning the state, and they organized the event to bring together all women belonging to every community and background. He further appreciated the women folk who worked tirelessly under any weather conditions and for their relentless efforts.
Manipur Mayorishing Apunbal of all Manipur students in EMSUNA, Hogi Tahili Sangsina, Sataragalakpa, Manipur Kundan Minariba, Tonganba, Group Chilinau, Mapumoina, Manipur Ningol Sing, Manipuri Ningol Sing Bokona, Ningol Sakojava, Ta Haitari Yangai Tasida Koi Jaikudingi, Koi Ningol Sakoba, Mapumo Pausina, Koi Laiba, Koi Ningol Singbu, Saksara Amataminaraga, Koi Nuxinabagi, the Pulasi Hena, Sesina Navagi Damota, Emsuna Lisangsina, Sataragalakwa, Koi Emsuna, Kumsi Higo and so Kogi Nasi Yai Paraban Venesida, Emsuna Tonganba, Kogi Purup Kamu Singi, Ningol Sing Lonana, Nungjunungsa, Marakta. Ipau Lobiriba, Kogi print Amadi electronic mediagi, Kogi Ningol Singsu, Kogi Nasigi, Nasikum Lava, Emsuna, Ningol Sakoza Bagi, Lumin Asida so Koi Saruk Yabu Haidana, Koi print Amadi electronic mediagi, Chilinau Sing Mayam Kusu, Kogi Lakpiri, Emsugi, Tomi Sing, Luna Tonganba, Kogi Chilinau, Sichel Mayam Samasi, Puna Punchilakan, the Hen and Shibagili Punama, Sagalakanda, Kogi Apava, Aduga Awonba. Lamdam Mama, Aduga Mating Matana Leba, Lamdamam Kakwaraknava, Hoi Amatani Haiba, Lingjen, Unin Navagi Pandam da Hogi, Masigi, Ningol Sakovi Tormasi, Sinjavan.
Intending candidate of Sigma AC, Khairakpam Robin, expressed that a change in the state will not be brought upon by a political party, but by the elected candidates themselves. He made a statement at an event held at his residence at Awang Sigmai, organized by Sigmai Kendra Youth Development Committee, where he also officially announced his candidacy for the upcoming state election. He said major political parties like the BJP and Congress party will not bring any further change or development in the state. He urged the public to stop choosing over political parties, but rather focus on the candidates. He added he resigned from being the National BJP Executive Committee member of SC Morcha so that he can focus on Sekmai constituency without any distractions. He expressed his dissatisfaction at not being able to produce a state minister in the Manipur Assembly cabinet, even though the constituency is allotted SC reservation. As a result, other constituencies are faring much better than Sekmai. He declared he would do everything to bring improvement in the constituency and for the betterment of the youths.
Vidhan Sabha Assembly election na sida koigi 16 Sekmai Assembly constituency si SC reserve oina su leibani seat humpuji gi manungda. Sekmai constituency is the only reservation constituency for scheduled caste in Manipur. Adu bohari ba constituency atai dagi panaraganda yamtina swathaba reserve laina kari mata phangdaba adugum loba constituency ma oiduna lei. Ana mamang da hana hograba akhoi honorable MLA sing hojik leibiri ba honorable MLA sing na koi khangna khangsin nadaba una usinnadaba adugum loba akoi ge yamna phajadaba thabak kya am pangthoktuna ngasi Sekmai kendra sida leiriba polling nipu sida lohong khongdong wayaba soradeva karma tawbayaba community hall matik chaba amata leite adagi akoi ge schedule caste ki oiba boys hostel girls hostel leite masi sabiyo na koina kayara kana taksin dona lei lai edubo masi akoi kanaba kaimata phangde aduga Sekmai kendra gi oina lambi thongi wafam jide akoi Khanarudana Hainarudana Kanadre. I scheduled caste Morcha BJP ki National ki Executive Committee ki member ni. Center na di ay talk pa si ayaba Piraktri adubo ay suksoy dana ay talk laga kari karambati keta thengna gada ge haibatu di akoi committee ma di advisory board ka phaminaraganda yam thu bada warep laujaraga ni.
Meanwhile, the Secretary of Sekmai Kendra Youth Development Committee, N. Robindro, stated that the committee as well as the youths of Sekmai fully extends their support for intending candidate Khairakpam Robin.
Hojiki akhoi Darobin da khoina sokachari maram si khoina Darobin na akhoi ILP gi matang doiro aduga Sport University gi matang doiro Darobin yam kanna thamoi seng hona bi bije akhoi mayana penman badagi Darobin nang thokta ya de khote na akhoi mayam youth mayam se akhoi Darobin na kauraga akhoi na thokta ya de hana akhoi mayam sina tanare haraga hojik committee je semjaraga akhoi form je tawjamani Darobin se akhoi mapung phana sokachagani haja media gi phom dai thamjai.
Now before we move on, it's time for a short break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Sayon Hospital na Hagsel gi Maikaida awon ba ama prakna bagi khongthangda Nambol Bazar gi Koireng Rota Hospital ama hangdoktuna ana laing gi khudong chaba piba hausare. Medicine, ENT, Gynecology, Orthopedics, Pediatrics na chingba departments kaya amada laing bachathari. 24/7 gi facilities piduna X-ray, ultrasound, special and routine laboratory test kaya tawbagi khudong chaba su pizari. Sayon Hospital asina adongi isabu na deyekta na lainaba laing naba hotnabada achoba thodang lauduna adongi punsibu nungayay faba punsiyema oina bagi pandam thamli didim lambida tangna tomthin ngaliba hospital asina adongi laing bagi maikaida achoba thodang lauzari. Sayon Healthcare and Research Institute, Nambol Makha, Koireng Road. Contact number 038529567111.
Rohan Film, cyclist and philanthropist na Cycling for Humanity campaign gi makada kunay asigi sotharaba kanglup singbu tengbang duna lakli. Reading e-ride na paikhat chariba one household one e-scooter campaign asidasu hena mapungfa na ba mating pangminas.
Manipur gumba pikraba state asidadi ekoina chachok chachin tawriba jaga singsi khudna lamba phumba jaga da ngaktoba maram aduna mayam gi damakta leijare environmental friendly oiriba adongi perfect partner e-scooter. One household one e-scooter hairiba campaign asida mayam khudimaksu sharuk yamisa.
For more queries, please visit our showroom at Sangay Pronin Temkol, Moirang Patlo, or Thabal Atokpam. And do visit our website arambay2020.com or Arambay2020 app.
Welcome back. More news and updates. An anti-poaching campaign cum awareness program 2021-22 was implemented today to protect the local and migratory birds and animals of Loktak Lake, Bishnupur district. and it was jointly initiated by Bishnupur Forest Division, Green Brigade Manipur, Global Science Club Khoijuman, Postgate Tinungai, KYVO Kwasify and Raising Club Ngaikung Kulen. DFO Bishnupur Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu, RO Bishnupur Sukham Ratan and Secretary of Raising Club Ngaikung Kulen Surjit were the main guests. As part of the awareness program, a drive was conducted around Loktak Lake, Ngaikung Sifai, Khoijuman Kwasifai to spread the message of anti-poaching with the use of loudspeakers to the inhabitants of the area. Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu stressed on the importance of flora and fauna and how it affects the ecosystem if humans' interference continues. According to data report collected in the year 1991, there were about 1,349 species of birds. However, the number has declined sharply. She said, the consequence is alarming, and due to the decline in number of birds, certain trees are dying as a result. She appealed to stop poaching and instead protect all the species and to plant more trees to save the habitat.
Wildlife protection uche oya sibu kan bi bhaibase forest department kaktagi daita nate mase lamdam asida malem asida leiriba bipum khuding maki akhoi gi ithongni aduka India gi di constitution na khoi gi article 51 makhada akhoi gi fundamental duty ama oina khoi gi akoi bi leiriba lamlaki sa uche asibu kan ba mahoksa prakati bu nungsi baise khoi gi ithongne haidana leiraba che si mayam su khoi nam honda ningjing minaba aduga karamba ek ki makhada lamlaki sa uche mayam sing sibu yo ibage मुखोई बु कल्ली बगे हाय बदों मयाम पुन्ना खंगमिनाबा कईगुंबा एक सिगी वांगदा लमलकी सा उचेक सिंजिबु हाट पा फाब तौरगना आइन गी थोंगदा मुखोई करम बदंदी फंगबा यागे हायबा सिसु खोइना मी मयाम सिंजिदा अवेयरनेस अमा पीबो ओइना खोइना माइक गी बतेंग सुयावना क्लब वॉलंटियर्स मयांगा नना अखोई ड्राइव से दुम चसबनी सिगुंबा ड्राइव से अखोई दुम चसगनी दुगा खोइना सोमगी माइकै गी मयामदा अपील तौजनिंग बसे लोकताक पाट की मखोंगदा सिगी ततारुबना mayamdagi akhoi ki daita na hena yamna chawi tuna akhoi ki achoba daita se mapuk phana minnasi ko se oya se kan minnasi migratory birds mayam singsibu khoina kan minnasi aduga akhoi ki ramsar oiraba loktak si yokhat minnasi haba andam se sigi sima khoi media gi through dagi akhoi pak san na santok sabado adugi damakta akhoi media da.
Intending candidate of Nauria Pakanglakpa constituency for the upcoming state assembly election, Soraisem KB Devi inaugurated Chumthang Thangta Academy at Langthabal Lepmakhalaikai. Soraisam KB Devi is also elected as a patron member of the academy in the presence of the President of Thangta Federation of India and Chumthang Thangta Academy, Huidrom Prem Kumar.
We Langlon Thangta Association Manipur ki affiliation Makhada Chumthang Thangta Academy ama Hosi Handok Jare Sigumba Chumthang Thangta Academy ama Langtwan gi Muhammad Sida Kogi Association gi Maikei dagi Kogi Yamna Nungaiba ma Pongtok Chaningmana Ai nak te lepiribi Kogi Sorai Chom KB Hoji Kogi Manipur gi Yamna Sauraba Kogi Live Bot Su Saruk Yagaduriba Ebia Magi Adum Balamjing Makada Kogi Pangthol Chumthang Sana Kogi Chumthang Sana Pungsida Kogi Suma Thangta Selam Damasidida awareness pin nabagi Thangta training center ama Batam Queen ki Hangtok Pagi Kudong Sabasi Association the Pibiba Asida Hangna Chumthang Sana Bungi Managing Director Amati Stapuno Poina Yamna Nungaiba Matagat Patu Pongtok Sari Hoji Kogi Thangta se Matamadadi Kogi Salani Matamda Kogi Hana Sunabata Lamdam Ngakpada Sinaram Badugumba martial arts Habatare English Kilonda Adugumba Salan Yimahini Adumatangi Matungina Hojikti Thangta se sports world lama culture world lama education namadi tourism gi oiba khoi matang stida Thangta se overall lori khoi hoji prithvi gi lam da leiriba martial arts mayamna khoi prithvi gi sanabungda olympic ta yokselapa matam stida ai khoi Thangta su olympic ki phida adu phangnana bidamta ai khoi na kona jabani.
The Office of the Zonal Education Officer, Thoubal, in collaboration with the Office of the Chief Medical Officer, Thoubal, is organizing an annual medical assessment camp of differently abled children aged between 6 to 18 years of age on 3rd December 2021 at the premises of the Zonal Education Office, Mini Secretariat Complex, Thoubal from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. during the upcoming 2nd District Education Awards 2020. In this said medical assessment camp, an expert team of medical specialists will assess the children's percentage degree of disability and will issue disability certificate after observing necessary formalities, guidelines provided in this regard. Aids and appliances will also be issued later. Therefore, all the parents and guardians and caregivers are invited to be present at the said camp. With their words in there, said Zonal Education Officer Thobal Arambam Anil Kumar in a press release. Now, before we move on, it's time for a short break once again. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Tamo, kaya lo sandribo. As karanga na sa siya na harago.
Kaya noy sibo, kaya siya pinay sibo.
Hima, COVID ki vaccine kap thos siya na ngana do phas na hai ni dudi.
Ay haksang ka sutog de. Ay kapoy. Note, haksang ka sutog do ba inguni da kapa kay kada no. Ay kapoy sin.
Tamo, narak dringai dana isana hana sexual ho na phatro. Kap thok na phatta braba.
Hoyare, section mana dum kapuro. Ay kapoy.
As khangdre da kamai ngana do na khangdre. Phare, adu de chalu khige. Pungo, mamai da kapuge ko, papa ngale ramo.
COVID-19 laisat asigi ngak thok nabagi damak COVID ki vaccine kapna laisat asigi mari lena ba laina laisat singdagi ngak thok sabangami masida natana laisat asina sanghan nabagi damak matam gi sarkar na pirakpa sana kakon sing aikhoi ngak na satminarasi Cowin apps ta register to piduna adom su suksoi soidna vaccine asi kap thok piu COVID ki vaccine kap thok tuna COVID laitaba iram dam mu heminarasi
aikhoi vaccine kap lese.
Welcome back. More news and updates. As the number of daily COVID-19 tests continues to drop, 19 persons from the general population and personnel from the Central Armed Police Force were identified as new positive cases after testing 1,522 samples tested today, registering 1.2% positivity rate. With the death of 2 more unvaccinated persons in the past 24 hours, the cumulative number of deaths has climbed to 1,970. The positive cases were confirmed at RIMS 2, Jenims 1 and other testing centers 16. In yet another success in its crusade against smuggling activities, the Assam Rifles troops deployed in Mizoram recovered illegal areca nuts worth Rs 24.96 lakh at Rontlang in Mizoram's Champhai district. The joint operation was led by the Search Battalion of HQ 23 Sector Assam Rifles under the aegis of HQ Inspector General Assam Rifles East. The joint operation team included 8 Assam Rifles, 2 Assam Rifles, 10 Assam Rifles, 11 Assam Rifles and representatives of the Customs Department of Champhai on specific information. Approximate cost of the recovered areca nuts is Rs 24,96,000, said a statement issued by the HQ IGAR East. The Customs Department of Champhai seized the contraband items recovered today for further legal proceedings. Ongoing smuggling of areca nuts is a major cause of concern for the state of Mizoram, especially along the Indo-Myanmar border, the Assam Rifles statement said. Assam Rifles, rightly christened as the Sentinels of Northeast, have continued their efforts against the smuggling activities in Mizoram, it added. The Junior Doctors Association JDA unit of Assam Medical College and Hospital AMCH withdrew OPD services at AMCH in Dibrugarh today in protest against postponement of NEET PG Counselling 2021. The junior doctors withdrew the OPD services in support of the nationwide strike called by the Federation of Resident Doctors Association FODA in protest against NEET PG Counselling 2021 postponement. However, the emergency services were not affected by the strike. Dr. Iftikhar Hussain, Secretary of JDA Assam Medical College and Hospital Unit today said the junior resident doctors have been fighting at the front line since the beginning of COVID-19 pandemic. They have been waiting patiently till date for some positive outcome of the Supreme Court proceedings in the matter of the already delayed NEET PG 2021 counselling. However, there seems to be no respite to our physical and mental distress, with the next court hearing scheduled for January 6, 2022, he stated. Dr. Iftikhar Hussain also said that with a very heavy heart and shattered hopes, they now lack enthusiasm to sail through these extremely difficult times of despair and hopelessness and have been left with no other option but to pull back themselves from active duty. They, the JDA AMCH unit, have withdrawn OPD services. However, emergency service won't be affected. In case there is no positive response from the government, they will be forced to escalate our protest, he added. The JDA AMCH unit urged the Centre and the Supreme Court to take note of the grievances of the resident doctors and take necessary measures for expediting the NEET PG counselling as well as admission process and to fast-track the court proceedings on urgent basis. It also sought appointment of non-academic junior residents and appointment of post-MBBS doctors in COVID duties. Now, before we wind up for the day, let's have a quick look at the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chairs meet on COVID situation, vaccination amid panic over new variant. PLA aid among 4 arrested over recovery of IED along Assam-Manipur border. Assam Rifles recovers areca nuts worth rupees 24.96 lakh in Mizoram. And junior doctors withdraw OPD services at Assam Medical College and Hospital. Now that's all for the Primetime English News Bulletin. Thank you for tuning in and have a good night.